This is the Vikeara trail camera, and this video is going to be all the reasons why you should not buy this trail camera. I have spent weeks or maybe even months trying to do this review, and I can't complete it because I can't get any decent results out of this camera. And so I'm going to go through one by one and show you what's going on and what you can and cannot do, or at least what I can or cannot do. So one of the reasons why I bought it is that it has 8 batteries, and you can plug it into a power supply, which I have done. I bought a power supply and plugged it in, and I ran it for like a week plugged into the power supply. It's waterproof, it's got a nice strap, and I like the idea of extra batteries because it can take from all of them, and it comes with an SD card. And so I thought, well, for somewhere around $75, it should do what I'm trying to do with it. And I bought it for a couple reasons. For one, I wanted to take it camping and catch any kind of wildlife I could catch. I see deer all the time when I go camping. Also, I wanted to photograph the mice and rats and maybe the opossums and things in my backyard. And I'll show you my results here in a few minutes. Now, I'm not going to go through all of the features because since I don't recommend it, there's no point in going through the menu and showing you how to run it and everything. Suffice to say that I have tried everything to get it to work right, and it just simply will not work the way I want. And here's why. I'll show you in just a minute. So the first issue here is basically an unacceptable shot lag. In all these videos, look at the start of the video. The person is nearly through the entire field of view or in the middle at best. And this doesn't happen every once in a while. This happens almost all of the time. Now, occasionally I have gotten some to work, but this shot lag issue seems to be universal. And it's great at catching cars from a long distance away, about halfway through, but you know what? I have no interest in photographing cars. Now here's a lucky shot where I got this cop car, but you know, I get to thinking about it, I'll bet you it wasn't triggered from the cop car. I'll bet it was triggered from a car before it that we never even got, and that was just running. So anyway, that one appeared to work, and I have a couple more where they work, but by and large, it's just terrible. Now, the reason you're seeing all these cars is because I was trying to record a mob of deer that come through the campground every day, and I was there for 3 days. And in the entire 3 days, I didn't get a single deer in the day or night, even ones that walked right past the camera. And because I watched it and the camera failed to even turn on. It was such a bummer. It is awesome at catching selfies of you because it catches it about the time you're going to open the box. But other than that, it just sucks. So one of the main purposes that I bought it was to review this Victor electronic mousetrap. So here I have some bait that I set on there, and I waved my hand there to try and get it to work. And so here's the footage, and I'm not going to show you the entire week, but this is what it looked like pretty much all the time. What it's catching here is the movement of the leaves in the shadow, but it'll never see any mouse or rat of any type. Here is the only wild animal that I caught, and that is the neighbor's cat. And the cat looked at it as if it could see the infrared, which doesn't make any sense because you can't see the infrared. So maybe they see something that I don't know. But anyway, that's my only success for a wild animal. Not very interesting. So here I have it on pole, and this is how I photographed the cat. I wanted it down low. I was actually trying to get mice, but it didn't work. Also didn't see any rats or possums. The strap is decent. You can, it's got a lot that you can do around a big tree, and you can put it anywhere you want, so I think that's okay. Also, this door, this works pretty well. It keeps the rain out. I filmed it in the rain. You've got a couple of latches, so that's not too bad. There's a little plastic plate that goes here. I just have it out because it's just such a hassle. It doesn't really do anything. Let me just put the extra batteries in. Alright, so now you can turn it here to the middle one, and this is the test and programming mode. And then if you flip it all the way to the right and on, it'll count down. So in the test mode, we can go into the settings. Let's see, I forget how to do that. Okay, so here's some of the things that I've tried. So the shot lag setting, in this case, refers to a time between a series of images. So for example, if you want to wait 2 seconds or a minute before you do it again, well, that's what this is for. Shot lag does not mean the sensitivity of the motion sensor. So if you go in there, the smallest you can put it at is 2 seconds. If you try to go any slower, then it goes into minutes, like 60 minutes, like an hour. So shot lag doesn't have anything to do with its triggering. Now, in side motion sensors, I always leave them on, so I'm trying to get it to come on as quick as I can. So that's on. Sensitivity motion sensor. As you can see, I have it on high. I've tried low and middle. I've also reset it to the factory defaults, which puts it in the middle. But it just simply doesn't matter. It just doesn't work right. Target recording time, that's not the problem. And then I've also tried the time-lapse mode, and I thought, well, hey, what I'm do is I'm gonna put this on time-lapse mode, which does work in the daytime, but I didn't realize that at nighttime it doesn't work. So I thought, fine, I'll just record my mice and rat 24 hours a day. No. As soon as it gets dark, the time-lapse doesn't work. And I thought it had something to do with the time of day recording. It doesn't. It just quits at night. And I don't understand that. That's just stupid. Because a lot of the stuff you're trying to do is at night. So why wouldn't it do a time-lapse at night? If you know something that I don't know, please leave me a comment below, because I would like to use this. And maybe I have it wrong, but I can't get the time-lapse to do anything other than daytime time-lapse. And so it's for all these reasons that I'm tired of it. I don't want to fiddle with this anymore. And I think it's okay for like maybe a security camera to grab like maybe people, maybe cars. You can see it's cars, it's a little late, but it doesn't work for its intended purposes. And so I'm really disappointed.